قد ألف بين قلوبهم وبحبل الله قد اعتصموا.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح، تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح، وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح، يسعك الفضاء الرحيم الفسيح. سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح، تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح، وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح، يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح. سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح، تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح، وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح، يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح. فبالله كم تستطب القروح، ويبرأ جروح الكسير الجريح، وينشط ذاك السقيم العليل، وقد كان بالسقم دهرا طريق. تقال العثار العظام به، ويغدو الهوى ككبش ذبيح، بذكر الإله تطيب الحياة، تسر أسارير وجه صبيح، تسر أسارير وجه صبيح. سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح، تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح، وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح، يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح. سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح، تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح، وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح، يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح. تنحى يا حزن واهجر فؤادا، توكل بجد بعزم فصيح، فإني علمت بأنك نجوى، ولبس خبيث مضل قبيح. تبختر ترجل بصوت وخيل، فما لك في الأرض درب صحيح. إلى الله عدنا وبالله لذنا، ليطوى زمان بائس شحيح، ليطوى زمان بائس شحيح. سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح، تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح، وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح، يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح.
Assalamu alaikum. Arafat. Let's talk about Arafat. So yesterday we left from Mina for Arafat after Fajr. We went there about 8 o'clock. We got there early, and then we were told by a group to get there and rest, and then we'll start our zikr and dua after the Zuhr prayers. I have to say Arafat was really good. Tents have air conditioning and everything in there now, so it's very comfortable. I remember my dad telling me when he came for Hajj, they were just at the Maidan or the Mount Arafat on open plains, and they were making du'as there, so they had it a lot more difficult than us. So when we got there, we went there, we slept for a few hours, rested, and that sleep was amazing. That sleep was really, really amazing. And then we got up, we listened to the Khutbah, and then afterwards we went back to our tents and we started doing our du'as and everything. And even though there was millions of people there, it was each person as an individual making their own du'as to Allah. And you can see everyone was there, not taking notice of anybody else. It was just every person for themselves making their du'as, heartfelt du'as. You can see in people's eyes, you can feel it, just the emotion, the passion, the way that people were connecting. You can feel that people were connecting with Allah at that moment. So we started doing our du'as in the tents first because it was very hot, and then in about a couple of hours everyone started going outside and making the du'as as it cooled down a little bit. And when you just saw the sheer number of people there, you just felt you were part of something there. Every individual was making their own du'as and connecting with Allah as an individual, not as a group. And that was a special moment. And before that day, I've been preparing a list of du'a for a very long time. When I say very long time, I mean 3 months before I started coming here, I started preparing my list of du'as. And when I got here, I was thinking, oh, it's a long time, you know, from 12 to about 6 to make du'a. What am I going to do? Believe me and you, I did not even get through half my du'a list. It's not enough time. Like, I spent so much time doing zikr. I felt like I didn't have enough time. So when you do get there, prepare, plan, and make your du'as properly, because time just goes like that. It flies by. It absolutely flies by. But it's an experience you'll never forget, and when you finish your du'as, you feel light, you feel lifted, you feel like you've spoken to Allah personally, and like you've bonded with Allah. And it's a feeling that you feel you don't feel very often. You feel like you've connected with Allah, you've let a weight off your shoulder, you've spoken to your Rabb. It's an amazing feeling. I wish you could all feel that feeling, and inshallah you do get an opportunity to have this feeling one day. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. So Muzdalifah. So after Arafat, we all moved to Muzdalifah to spend the night there. Our group left a little bit later than some of the other groups, so we got there about 9 o'clock. And as we were driving through, we actually started getting a little bit worried. You couldn't see any spaces at all. I mean, like, we got to our camp, our area 46, and it was absolutely packed. I think a few sisters managed to get a row, and then some of the guys decided they're going to go on the other side of the road and sleep on the road. Police was moving us along saying you can't sleep here, cars need to go by. Some brothers went up into the mountains. I think they would have had a great view and they would have had a lovely sleep up there. But then, you know, luckily for us, some of the other groups from other countries started leaving quite early, which I found a little bit odd. They started leaving in about an hour after we got it, so it was only about 10 o'clock. Like, massive groups started leaving, and we managed to get space in there. My friends told me it was going to be the best sleep of my life. I'm not going to lie, the first few hours were not the best sleep of my life. My legs were higher than my head and it was just uncomfortable. Then when I switched around, I think in the end I only slept for about an hour and a half. But that felt like a deep sleep, and it felt like I slept for a whole week or something like that. So I can see where they come from. It is an amazing feeling. And then we just got ready to go to Jamarat. Assalamu alaikum. So Jamarat. So when you wake up from Muzdalifah, our plan was to leave after Fajr, just before Shruq. And what they did this year was slightly different from last year because of the stampedes. They organized it a lot better. So what they did was give different camps and different groups time slots, allocated time slots, so you wouldn't have the crazy stampedes and rushes like last year. So we left Muzdalifah around, I think it was around 6 o'clock-ish, and we walked all the way to Jamarat. It's a very long walk, hour and a half walk. Before that I was thinking, am I going to be able to walk that much? But once you get going, you just keep going. So we got to the Jamarat, and we only went to the large one. And I have to say, it was a lot quieter than I anticipated. I mean, you could walk in there, stone the large Jamarat, and then you could walk around the side and do your dua, and it was very calm and organized. And then after that we came out, we went to walk to our apartments in Aziziyeh, rested for a bit, showered, cleaned up, and then we made our way back to Mina at night. We took a coach which brought us around to the slaughterhouse, and then we had to walk another half an hour. So there was a lot of walking involved on that day. I think we covered about 35 kilometers, and my step counter told me I did 42 or 45,000 steps, so that's a new record for me. That was good. And then we got back to Mina, had our rest, and then today we're gonna go do the Jamarat again. These are the days of Tashriq. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. The days of Tashriq. So the next 3 days we'll be spending in Mina. So what we'll be doing is spending the night in Mina, waking up, and then after Zawal, which is Duhr, we're going to be going to the Jamarat and stoning all 3 of the shayatins. So 7 stones on each one. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Each time we throw the stones, and then we'll do dua after the small one and the middle one, but not after the large one. We'll walk there and then we'll walk back, and we'll do that for 3 days. A lot of people do it for 2 days. Our group have said they want us to do it for the full 3 days. I think I prefer doing the full 3 days. If I've come all the way here, I want to get the full rewards and reap the full rewards. So these are the days of Tashriq, and I thought I'll tell you about one of the talks that we had in our camps, which I think was an excellent, timely reminder. One of the imams that were, as part of our group, but one of the extended groups, gave us a talk about how we love our food, and when we see the food we like, we long for it and we get excited and everything. But when we're sick, our favorite food doesn't matter. We don't want food anymore. The body rejects it. It doesn't care about the food. It just wants to recover. So in the same way, we love what we love, but for Allah we need to do dhikr. Dhikr is what brings us closer to Allah. So if you find yourself going further away from Allah, it's because you're losing that love for Allah. So one way to bring yourself closer, and the easiest way to make yourself closer to Allah, is by doing zikr. And this is what the days of Tashriq is about. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Repeating that Allah is great and zikr of Allah, it brings you closer to Him. The bond that you've started losing because you get busy and occupied with other things, it's easy on the day of Arafat. But on the other days, you kind of think, I want to rest and just save my energy. It's important to try to remember Allah and build that bond. And every time, I think it's something that touched me, because I thought it's something I can implement in my everyday life. Every time I'm not doing anything, I can sit there and do dhikr. Or anytime I feel that I'm not as close to Allah as I would like to be, just remembrance of Allah and dhikr will inshallah bring me closer. So I thought I'd share that with you. It was a good timely reminder for myself, and if you didn't tell me that, I'll be honest, I probably would have sat there, spent a lot of time talking or relaxing and just feeling comfortable. But after that talk, I've been implementing a lot of dhikr. So jazakallah to that Imam who's given that lovely talk. Assalamu alaikum.